Hello, my dear spiritual seekers. Today, as promised, I am bringing you video about Vedic Rishi Guru Shukracharya, also known as Ashuramacharya. We need to talk about Shukracharya a little bit because not a lot of people are familiar in the West with this amazing spiritual teacher, sage and divine figure. There are many stories about Guru Shukracharya, but he is the most famous for teaching Asuras the knowledge of the Devas and obtaining from Lord Shiva the secret of immortality. I need to give a little elaboration on this, and before I continue, I need to give a disclaimer. The only reason why I am giving you this information is because I have a permission from Guru Daval and the Iron World Foundation. If you want to contact them, check the links in the description. There are much more knowledgeable people than me on this matter. However, I still think that this information will be useful to many people because Shukracharya is a really interesting figure. He is born as a Vedic Rishi and as a Vedic sage during the rampant war between Devas, the celestial gods, and Asuras, the underworld gods. And in that war, since Devas had the secrets of immortality and the nectar of immortality, they defeated with ease Asuras. And Asuras started to wane. They started to lose war, and as a result, the world got out of balance too quickly because Devas were constantly winning. So Rishi Shukracharya decided to go to the underworld and teach Asuras his knowledge. But before he went into the underworld to teach Asuras his knowledge, he approached Lord Shiva and meditated and recited mantra and performed sacred rituals for many years, until, as a reward from Lord Shiva, he received the mantra of immortality, the mantra which can resurrect any living being from death, and the mantra which can unlock and master the secrets of karma and reincarnation and resurrect every living being from the dead. He went into the underworld with this knowledge and taught many of his secrets to the Asuras. As a result, no Asura was killed anymore. And because the Devas, the celestial gods, couldn't kill Asuras, the underworld gods, Devas started to lose war. Devas started to wane. Devas started to crumble. And so Lord Shiva decided to punish Shukracharya for his reckless teaching of the Asuras and his own disturbance of the cosmic balance. Shukracharya, by trying to restore the balance while helping the Asuras, actually reversed the situation and tipped the balance in the favor of the Asuras, which created a different form of chaos, a different form of imbalance, And Lord Shiva couldn't tolerate that. So he went into the underworld and he indeed sealed Shukracharya in a realm beyond space and time. Some people say he called giant beasts to swallow him. Some people say Shiva simply sealed him. In every version of the story, actually, Shukracharya was severely punished and sealed away from the Asuras for teaching them the mantra of immortality. And that is the most famous story of Shukracharya. Now, there are many other stories of Lord Shukra. And he is a really complex figure, because Rishi Shukracharya essentially is manifestation or incarnation of the planet Shukra, known as Venus. So he is a guru, he was a rishi, he was a sage, but he is also much more than that. He is also a god, a planetary force. So here on the screen you will see yantra dedicated to Lord Shukra, and you will also see a chant dedicated to him, and the chant dedicated to him, the chant for calling him, is Uriyam Mekkalan. Uriyam Mekkalan. It is a mantra for linking with the Lord Shukracharya. And you link according to the instructions given to me by the Iron World Foundation with the Lord Shukracharya in a following manner. You stare into the yantra of Lord Shukracharya. Preferably the yantra should be drawn instead of printed, because while drawing you essentially link with the spirit in your own way. While you draw the yantra, repeat the chant Uriyam Mekkalan, chant for connecting with Lord Shukracharya. And once you finish drawing the yantra, look into the yantra and repeat the chant over and over again. The chant is really powerful, and as you repeat it, as you repeat the mantra over and over, and you look into the yantra, the energy will start flowing through the yantra, and the resonance will start building. Now I need to give a few instructions, small tips from my personal experience. If there is anything wrong with these tips, anybody from the Iron World Foundation can correct me. So, indeed, what you can do is, after you draw the yantra, put it in front of yourself, in front of your eyes, and simply, while chanting, look in the direction of the yantra. Don't focus on a particular lines. Simply focus on chanting while looking in the direction of yantra. And let the energy from the yantra to flow. Once you feel the energy flowing from the yantra, continue chanting while focusing on the already established energy presence. That will build up the resonance and make Lord Shukra easier time materializing and manifesting. The practical question is what Lord Shukra can teach. Oyan World Foundation didn't specify it that much in their study, in their teachings, as far as I know, as far as I am available and information I have, but he is the one who is capable of teaching all forms of higher yoga, all forms of knowledge related to both devas and the asuras. He can teach mantra of immortality, he can bring wealth, he can bring spouse, he can bring equality to your life, he can bring emotional and physical well-being, he can help you to work with the asuras productively and teach you the methods of true left-handed attainment. He can teach you advanced techniques of meditation and astral projection, and he can attune you to the lowest of all realms, to the realm of Patala, in beneficial manner. Also the yantra you see on the screen. Don't just connect to Lord Shukra, it also connects to Patala and builds resonance with Patala, the lowest of all realms. This is all I needed to say. Chantra and chant and mantra will also be written in the title of the video, so you have no doubts. The day of Lord Shukra is Wednesday, not Wednesday but Friday. The day of Lord Shukra is Friday, and that is the best day for communicating with him and working with him. However, one other note regarding Lord Shukra is that he is one of the few entities who inhabit the lower realms, which can be summoned equally well during the day and the night. That is really important, because it makes your relationship with him pretty versatile, and since he is pretty versatile in the times he should be summoned in, working with him is much easier than some other spirits who are only asuric and negative in nature, which means that they are preferably summoned at night, which makes working with those asuras much more difficult. But in the case of Guru Shukracharya, he is really a spirit which should be approached. My experience with him is that he is beginner friendly. He is willing to adapt his teachings to the new aspirants, which is something really rare in the entities from the lower worlds. So thank you for watching and see you soon.